Hi, hello. This is Kelly BL Chef. welcome back. We watch a lot of BL and GL here, sometimes music, and today we are on episode 2 of Moonlight Chicken.
Woohoo!
I'm here with my sisters. Oh, our little, I don't have our thingy up. Ooh,
What thingy?
This.
Hi.
Yeah, and today with Nikki and Ami, my sisters, and yeah, we're watching this. Whoa. Okay. I don't know. I don't remember last week. I say we just play.
ตัวละคร
Last week was set
ส
up,
ถานที่หน่วย
basically.
งานวิชาชีพและเหตุการณ์ต่างๆ
He asked for a job at the
Oh,
place.
yeah.
ที่สร้างขึ้นเพื่อความ
Can you guys hear
บันเทิง
okay?
โด
Everything's
ยไม่
loud
ได้
for
มี
me.
เจตนาชี้นำหรือส่ง
Yeah, I
เสริ
can
มการ
hear.
กระทำใดๆที่เกิดขึ้นในเรื่อง
Can you
โปร
hear
ดใช้
Nikki?
วิจารณญาณในการรับชม
Maybe a little bit louder, but let's wait
Okay.
till people are talking.
มันจะไม่ยุ่งยากใช่ไหมเรื่องคืนนี้ก็ขอให้มันจบคืนนี้ไม่รู้เหมือนกัน
คุณไม่อยากรู้จักผมขนาดนั้นเลยเหรอ
นอนเลยดีกว่า
ข้าวมันไก่มาส่งครับโอ้ยเชี่ย
Oh, the babies.
Yeah.
กูไม่รู้เรื่อง
They were
แปล
very,
ไม่ออก
very cute for the
ผมบอกว่าผม
birthday
เปล่าไง
today.
ครับ
It's very
มันต
cute.
กใจที่เจอผม มันเลยทำหล่นแตกเองอ่ะ
อ้าวมาโทษคนในบ้านเขาอีกเหรอ
ก็ให้ผ่อนจ่ายก็แล้วกัน
ผมขอทำงานใช้หนี่แทนได้ไหมครับ
งั้นถ้าเกิด ผมสมัครเป็นพนักงานร้านคุณนะ
ต่อไปนี้คุณกับผมก็ไม่ใช่คนแปลกหน้ากันแล้วนะ
จะให้ผมเรียกว่าอะไรดีครับ เจ้านาย
จิม แต่ใครๆก็เรียกผมว่าลุงจิม
Everybody's cute. Their live was cute too.
Yeah.
ลุงกินข้าวยังอ่ะ ไอแพรมันทำเต้าเจี้ยวหล่นมาให้อ่ะ
เอาไว้ตรงนู้นก่อน เดี๋ยวกูเข้าไปกิน
อย่าลืมล่ะเดี๋ยวบูด
ฮะ แล้วไอ้แพรเป็นไงบ้างวะ วันนี้มันอยู่กะถึงกี่โมง
วันนี้มันอยู่กะถึง4 ทุ่มอ่ะลุง มันบ่นว่ายืนนานๆแล้วเมื่อยอยากได้รองเท้านิ่ม
It's crazy for him to be like, you know what? I'll just work at your shop.
วันนี้ไม่ได้พามันไปซื้อสัก
It's a
คู่
little unhinged.
It's a little stalkery.
ๆแล้วผมจะไปได้ไงอะลุง ไอลิมิงก็ไม่อยู่ ลุงอยู่ร้านคนเดียวไหวแล้วจ้ะ
มึงไปเถอะ กูได้คนมาช่วยแล้ว
ไอไก่อะนะ
I like his haircut like that. I can see his face more clearly.
Mm-hmm.
อ๋อ
Looks like a
เอาบัตร
baby.
ใช่ป่ะที่เลือกไว้อะเดี๋ยวเอาให้
เฮ้ยไม่ต้อง นี่เหวินเพื่อนน่ะเขาจะมาช่วยงานที่ร้าน
Friend.
วันก่อนเมาหลับ วันนี้ได้งาน
เขาเรียกว่าของค่า
งั้นดีเลย
That
พี่
was drunk in vain.
ผมฝากร้านด้วยนะอ่าไปเลยนะลุง
เฮ้ย
ให้ผมเริ่มจากอะไรก่อนนี้ครับลุงจิม
Mm-hmm. These cheap headphones are pretty good.
Cool.
Mine are
คุณ
very
ให้
cheap
จำไว้ว่า
and
คุณ
very
ทำ
good.
งานหนักนะคุณ
Mine are cheap too. Cheap headphone club.
คุณไม่ต้องห่วงผมหรอก
Woo-hoo.
คนอย่างผมอะนะ ถ้าเกิดผมอยากได้อะไรเนี่ย
Oh, he gonna get what he wants.
ผมว่าจริงทุกเรื่องอยู่แล้ว
I see you got a whole second job just to get at that man. That's crazy.
Y'all pray for me in these cramps.
Oh, Jesus. Back again?
เอาดิผมพร้อม
Not
Like earlier today? Oh, okay.
Not that bad.
Okay.
Well, I got the tea.
I turned everything up, but Kelly, you sure is loud.
You sure is loud.
I'll turn it down.
I was like, maybe it's me.
The same as always.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
Am I always loud?
No.
No, but you're real expressive in the microphone.
I'm making sure it's the microphone and not my It might be switch to the headphone. No, it's the microphone.
Oh, Jesus.
They look like such babies.
Because they are?
Yeah,
Aren't
that
they?
part. Yeah, they are.
They are. Yeah,
They
they
were
are.
teenagers. That was the Boys in Love teacher.
Which teacher?
It's my jam. The high strung one.
Kelly's winding it up to this song. He's like, wind
Kelly's
it up.
winding it up, and I'm
Wind
sitting
it
here going,
up.
don't make any sudden moves. I'm going to be ashamed.
Oh no. Y'all pray for all of us old ladies in New York City. That's all I'm gonna
It's
say.
don't be so
Oh,
hot.
my
I don't like
Jesus.
that. I don't like that hot stuff. Sundresses all
those
day.
those people that is trying to be my friends at ATs, y'all gonna have to watch out for me. I need.
Check them old ladies
อันนี้
out.
Y'all make sure I get home. I don't know.
แต่ถ้าให้มา
She's
รับก็
saying
บอก
take
แล้วกัน
care of her.
Like,
Hey,
you passed out that random
Don't
check.
check nobody.
Heat stroke.
สร้อยเงินเหรอ
It's real.
ก็เดินเข้าไปในแบบป่าอย่างเงี้ย แล้วก็ เหมือนมันวางอยู่บนตอไม้อะไรสักอย่างอะเป็นตอแบบ
เพิร์ดดูดีกว่า
You recognize her, Nikki,
การ
from
งานเขาบอกว่าค่าใช้จ่ายจะสูง
the GL with no glove?
เขาบอกว่าจะมีบุตรสาวอ่ะ
บุตรสาว ซ่อนเงินกับบุตรสาวเข้ากันตรงไหน
What else is she from? Because I recognize
I
her.
don't remember.
She's
Oh,
in a
man.
bunch of stuff.
มีแบบเป็นตัวเลข
She's in a
ป่ะ
bunch of
เอา
stuff.
แบบตรงๆเลยตัวเลขตรงๆอ่ะ
เคสก่อนสร้อยก็4เส้นเดียวก็1ไหม
อืม
4 1 4
จัดไป อย่าลืมซื้อนุ้ยอุตส่าห์ฝันเห็นซ่อนเงินทั้งทีอ่ะเผื่อถูกด้วยโอ๊ยตำรวจครับ จับพี่สองคนนี้เลยครับเขาขายหวยครับ จับเลยครับคุณตำรวจ ไหนอะตำรวจมึงกูไม่เห็นสักคนกูส่งหวยให้เมียตำรวจเว้ยกลัวไตหายเวรมึงมีอะไรอะมาเนี่ยอู้เหรอฮะกูไม่ได้อู้กูแวะมาสั่งแกที่ลุงไอ้นี่มอไซค์ไม่แผ่วด้วย เดี๋ยวกลับแล้วไปปะล่ะเอ้าว่าจะติดรถไปด้วยซะหน่อยอะมึงเดินกลับกับกูนี่แหละเห็นปะไปแล้วเธอ
ไป
เฮ้ยเธอแต่อย่าลืมนะ1441
จัดไป
เฮ้ยมึงกลับร้านเร็วจังวะม.6แล้วไม่ใช่เหรอไม่มีเรียนพิเศษเหรอวะไปเรียนจริงปะเนี่ยโอ้โหกูคอสเพลย์ชุดนักเรียนมาทุกวันนี้เนี่ยฮะแล้วมึงมหาอะไรไหนคิดยัง
Just cosplay?
That's not true.
That's wrong.
He's being silly.
มึงไม่ได้คิดเลยวะเอ้าอะไรวะทีมึงอ่ะลุงบอกให้ไปเรียนกศน.ยังไม่ไปเรียนเลยก็กูไม่อยากเรียนไหมกูอยากรวยกูอยากถูกหวยสัก10 ใบแหมเงินที่ติดมึงยังไม่คืนกูเลย100เดียวยังมึงทวงกูจังเลยไม่ติดมึงเป็นล้านแล้วหน่อยแต่ว่าถูกหวยกูคืนมึงอ่ะ
ยังไงตายแล้ว
Yo, that's right. He met him that night.
นี่พี่ห
They're
วน
both like, who
เขา
that?
จะมาช่วยงานที่ร้านตอนมึงไม่อยู่อ่ะสวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ
โอ้พี่เก็บจานเป็นเรื่องจิ๋วๆไปหุงข้าวหลังร้านผมดีกว่าปะ
รับน้องตั้งแต่วันแรกเลยเหรอ
เดี๋ยวก็รู้ตามมาดิเร็วพี่
เอาดิ
ลุงไม่มีใครล้างจานเลยเหรอเนี่ย
มึงก็ล้างดิวะไอ้เล็ก
ยังไงลุงผมจำหน้าพี่เขาได้นะ
Mm-hmm.
เรื่องของผู้ใหญ่อะเพื่อนกันน่ะเขาแค่ขอมาทำงานที่ร้านเฉยๆก็เดี๋ยวมึงก็ต้องไปทำงานไม่ใช่หรอร้านมันก็ขาดคน
True.
เรานี่มึง จะเริ่มทำงานที่บ้านดาบสะพดเมื่อไหร่
ก็เนี่ยจะไปแล้ว แวะมาเอา power bank
เอาข้าวไปกินด้วยดิ
กินจนเบื่อแล้วลุง
แล้วไม่อยากไปมีเรื่องกับใครอีกแล้ว
That part. Why you gotta put that on there?
Yeah, don't put the stank on it.
เลิกพูดได้ปะรำคาญ
กูแค่เตือนเฉยๆอะ
He didn't do nothing wrong.
I said he seems to have a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, though. Maybe he's just trying to stop him
It's
before
a
it
class.
starts.
I think it is a class know your
วัน
place
ไหนลุงกับ
thing.
ป้าอยู่ก็กลับบ้านได้เลย แต่ถ้าไม่อยู่เนี่ยเธอก็อยู่เป็นเพื่อนฮาร์ดเขา
Keep
หน่อย
your
ก็แล้วกั
head
น
down. Don't
แล้ว
cause
ก็
any
ปกติภาษา
trouble.
มือง่ายๆเขา
Yeah, I
ก็
can
เข้า
see
ใจ
that.
ได้นะ แต่ไปเข้าใจเนี่ยก็เธอก็เขียนเอา
Which is a little more generational too.
Mm-hmm.
That's like people saying don't wear your bonnet in
ปก
public
ติ
and
ฮาร์ด
stuff
ก็
like
บอกตัวเองได้ ก่อนออกจากบ้าน
Very much
อย่า
that.
เรียกฮาร์ดมาล็อกบ้าน ไม่อยู่ในบ้านก็อยู่ในห้อง สังเกตเอาว่าไฟเปิดอยู่หรือเปล่า ฟังป้าอยู่ปะเนี่ย
ฟังอยู่ครับ
งั้นป้าไปก่อนนะ ฝากบ้านด้วย
So if you're saying it's a classist thing, is it more like, is it a little bit like internalized homophobia too? Like a little, you know what I'm saying? Like he's.
I mean, there's definitely that, but I don't think that's what this is.
Yeah, his be nice kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. You go into a rich people's house, you're working for them, like stay in line.
อะไรกูเช็ดอยู่
Like, that's not smart. Just give him the picture.
กูเช็ดอยู่
That's also probably why he told him that, because he's a
hothead.
he is a fighter.
He's hard-headed. Yeah, he's a hard-headed one.
While I'm sure class and all that plays a role in what he said, I feel like this personality, he knew he had to say something to him before sending him out into the world.
Also, Gemini's character is not helping.
Well, no.
His name.
But if you...
What's his name?
Heart. Heart is Gemini's character.
You gonna make him clean up the mess he made? I love it.
มึงกับกูถูด้วยกัน
Oh, do it together.
He'll put his hand on that mop.
กับกูถูด้วยกัน
He grown, act like he don't understand. Just hilarious.
I wonder if anyone's made him mop though. There's that.
No.
Yeah, he's probably
มึงไม่เช็ด
never had to clean up after
Come on, Jet.
himself.
They messing up that floor right now if it's wood. I hope it's not wood.
They're letting that water just sit.
Yes.
Oh, the music changed.
มึงกับกูทำหกด้วยกัน เช็ดด้วยกัน เข้าใจหรือเปล่า ฮะ
I mean, I think that's fair.
เร็ว
Yeah.
ๆ เร็วๆ ลีลาเร็ว
Just moving that mop around.
Vic is OCD and he wants him to pick that bucket.
I
up
know.
the right way, too.
I'm like, you probably doing more damage than good.
Just moving the water around.
ใช่เหรอ
That water look good.
It's fresh. It looks fresh. Let me drink my water. Hold on.
Let me drink my
ไก่หมดแล้วคุณ
tequila.
ถ้าคุณไม่มีอะไรก็
I got cider today.
การ
I got water.
หมดอะไรลุงเหลือ
I drank a whole bottle of water before we started,
อีกตัว
so
นึงมีคนจอง
I drank
I'm warning
two.
everybody.
ก็เรียบร้อยแล้วแล้วก็ให้
Warning
บอก
you
I
in
probably
advance.
should be
Oh,
drinking it right
Jesus.
now.
งั้น
Understood.
ลุงก่อนลุงหั่นไก่
Got it.
These cramps.
ก็เผื่อครั้งหน้าไงผมจะได้ช่วยลุงหั่นไก่ไง
So show me how to chop the chicken.
I want to chop the chicken. This is the part that feels real
พอเราได้ครึ่ง
satisfying.
ตัวแล้วใช่ไหมแล้วก็หั่น
Chopping
ตรง
chicken?
ปีกแล้วก็ลอดตรงน่อง
Way
like
he's
chopping
chopping
meat.
that cooked chicken, I kind of want to do it.
ระวังนะ
With that little butcher knife, I want to do it.
ถูกคนที่พูดเนี่ย
You like using butcher knives?
No.
This scares me. Terrifies me.
No, I don't.
I
I don't
just-
use butcher knives.
In my hand, the knife is just gonna go, whoa, chop my hand. How did I chop off my hand?
Yeah, that what he just did right there, and he
Oh, man.
chopped real close to his
Don't make-
fingers. Nah, that's not me.
ทำเลยให้มันแบนๆนะ
ทำไมอ่ะมึงอยากกินไก่แบน
เปล่าอ่ะมันจะได้ดูเยอะๆไงเขาก็ทำกันเยอะแยะอะลุง
ถ้าผมคิดแบบนั้นน่ะ ผมคงไม่ให้คนมาเติมไม่อั้นหลังเที่ยงคืนหรอก
เอาจริง ถ้าเกิด
That look.
ลุงไม่ได้ให้คนเติม
Yeah, it was a lot. That was a gobble you up look.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm back to
คงได้เยอะ
1,000
ไปกว่านี้ไม่เท่าไหร่
stars.
ขายแบบเนี้ย สบายใจดี ไก่เอากลับบ้านไปก็ไม่รู้จะเอาไปทำอะไรต่อแบ่งๆกินกันไปก็ดีแล้วอ่ะที่เหลือผมจัดการเอง
You a good man.
Good man, Savannah.
It really is looking at him all up and down. Oh, okay.
Now look.
Okay, we all talking about it. Got it.
Mm-hmm. Look at that.
Oh, I love those lanterns.
หมดเวลางานแล้ว
Me
คุณ
too.
อยากย้าย
อะไรลุง วันนี้ไม่มีทดเวลา
ไปถึงนี่เหรอ ผมอยากกินคนเดียวมากกว่า
Mhm.
ติดว่ะ
Trash.
ค่าแรงก็ได้เท่านี้ยังจ่ายค่าเบียร์อีกแล้วก็ไม่เหลือค่าตัวหรอก
ใครว่าผมอยากได้ค่าตัว
He ain't working for the money.
Mm-mm.
You could think that some kind of way, though.
Why'd you
That's
get
what I'm
him there, though? You know
I
he's not
know.
working for the money.
บ๊ายบาย
Bye.
จะติดรถผมไปลงข้างหน้าก็ได้นะ
ไม่เอาอ่ะ ผมกลับเองดีกว่า เรียกรถแล้วอ่ะ ถ้าติดรถลุงกลับเนี่ย อาจจะไปถึงบ้านก็ได้นะ
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Jim's like, that's up to me, buddy.
ครับ
It ain't though. It ain't.
แป๊บนะพี่
ขอบคุณนะที่มาช่วยผม
You sure? They're not trying to sell that beer.
Yeah.
ไปนะลุง
No,
I
we
know.
looked
It
it
is like so prominently displayed on me all through the episode. Let me tell y'all something. If I visit Thailand, that's not a thing I can do. Anywhere that does that. Where
No,
You
Yeah,
have
everywhere.
to. I think you. If you want to get somewhere, you
I'm
gotta get
scared.
on them bikes.
ที่ฟัง
I'm a family of 4. We won't get on them.
Oh, that's a good point. You just
ถ้า
be in
ฟัง
the
แล้วก็ช่วย
car.
รับคำหน่อย ลุงจะได้รู้ว่ารู้เรื่อง ลุงเลิกบ่นสักทีได้ป่ะ
So
I forgot this is in parts.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
a
already?
big thing they said they were trying to do with this series was they wanted to tackle with this particular one was the generation gap, not just in
Mhm.
like how they move through society, but
โอ
in
อิชิกรีนที
where
ทำจากใบชาเขียว
where
แท้ที่มีคาเทชิน
queer people are in Thailand at this day and
Mhm.
time and the past,
พี่จ๋าพี่ไก่
and how those two generations clash.
เฮ้ยเธอ
It's my
เราเปลี่
baby.
ยนมาขายไก่ดีกว่าปะพ่อค้าขายไก่รวยนะเว้ย ดูดิ
ใส่ทองเส้นเท่านิ้วโป้ง
This is one of my favorite roles of his.
รวยกว่า
เหรอ น้องตู่ตีร้านชานมไข่มุกอ่ะบอกให้มึงเอาไปเขาด้วย
ทำกูชิบหายแล้ว
no
อะไรอีเล้งน้องตุ๊ตีอะไร
What a home
ตู่ตีอะไร
record.
เธอไม่มี ไอ้ไก่มันมั่ว มึงเคลียร์เลยไก่
เราเล่นนะแพลวจริง
จริงๆเคลียร์อะไรมึงรอเล่นก็รอเล่นอะไรมึงไปไหนไม่ใช่ดิไปเชื่อมัน
ร้านเรา
It's gotta be smelly there. That's too much meat.
yeah I would hate all that raw meat around me Ugh.
No, I wouldn't want to eat anymore. I'm vegetarian.
อะไรวะ อ๋อ
Is that liver? It's real
Mhm.
big.
looks like it looks like it
Yeah, it is.
เล้ง
ฮะ
ลายมือใครวะ ไม่เห็นคุ้นเลย รีมิงเหรอ
ไม่ใช่อ่ะ พี่เหวิน
เหวิน
who win
อ๋อเพื่อนลุงจิ๋วเขาอ่ะ
What was
วันก่อน
win?
มาหลับที่ร้านแต่ตอนนี้ทำงานแล้ว
The way he described it.
พ่นไม่ได้พ่นไม่ได้คือไงวะ
ก็ดูรวยๆอ่ะ ดูไม่น่ามาทำอะไรแบบนี้หรอก แต่หน้าตาดีนะ
เหรอ
เพราะว่ามึงเข้าไปดูดิ แล้วไม่ใช่มึงเสือกไปชอบเขาอีกล่ะ
เชี่ยเลยนะ
all for him too
กูไม่ได้ชอบทุกคนเว้ย
ร้านละ
ดิ
You gonna like some win, isn't he?
คิดด้วย
ถูกถีอะไรมึงเนี่ยแต่เชื่อมันเหรอเชื่อมันจริงเหรอ
ก็กูเห็นมึงมองอยู่
เธอบ้าปะไม่ใช่
ก็มึงมองอ่ะ
กูว่ามองทั้งตลาด
He said I look around all over the place.
ร้านยังไม่เปิดครับ
Let me roll up, see who this win is.
Oh, hey, win.
จิมอยู่ไหมล่ะครับ
ลุงเอ้าไก่ป่า มีอะไรเปล่า
อ๋อ พอดีแม่ไปทอดกระถินมา ได้ทองหยิบทองหยอดมาเต็มเลย
นั่งก่อนไป
แม่เลยเอามาฝากให้ลุงช่วยกินหน่อยถ้าฝากไอ้เล็กมาก็กลัวลืม
โอ้โห แม่เอามาให้ซะเยอะเลยอ่ะ ลุงกินไม่หมดหรอก ยังไงก็ขอบคุณแม่ด้วยนะ
ได้ ลุงรู้เรื่องที่เขาจะทำศูนย์อาหารมารีน่ายังอ่ะ
ที่เขาจะปรับโซนตลาดใหม่อะนะ
ใช่
อ๋อ เฮียซงมาบอกลุงแล้วแหละ แต่ไม่รู้ว่าอะไรยังไงเลยอ่ะ เขาเอาถึงไหนแล้วนะ
เขาจะทำถึงแถวตรงตลาดสดมั้งลุง
อ๋อตลาดสด
กินไหม
ลุง ผ้านี่ไว้หลังร้านเลยปะ
เอาไว้หลังร้านก่อนก็ได้ เดี๋ยวให้เล้งจัดการ หวนนี่ไก่ป่านี่หวน
they put him directly in the middle like what you gonna do
เขาจะมาช่วยงานที่ร้านลุงตอน
You didn't like that, my friend. Even though that's what you are, Win.
แค่นี้บอกผมก็ได้ปะถ้าวันไหนยุ่งๆอ่ะบอกผมเลยเดี๋ยวผมมาช่วย
อะไรไม่เป็นไร ร้านก็ไม่ได้ยุ่งขนาดนั้น ส่วนหวนเองก็คงไม่ได้มาทุกวัน
And ooh.
งั้นผมเอาไปไว้หลังร้านกันนะ
จริงไหมลุง
อ่ะ มา
Why didn't he invite Win to eat?
Because it's not for Win.
แบ่งมาที่บ้านยังเหลือเต็มเลย กินด้วยกันไหมครับ
Aw, he's
Yeah.
nice.
ไม่เป็นไรครับ
See?
Jim should have invited him.
Mhm.
Jim's not good at the social graces. You see that, right?
เฮ้ย ไปเก็บบอลเล่นด้วยกันดิมึง มึงเล่นเลย เดี๋ยวกูต้องไปทำงาน เดี๋ยวเสื้อมันเปียก มึงก็ถอดเสื้อเล่นดิมาไปเถอะ
ฝากคนหนึ่งแม่งไม่หนุกว่ะ
ไปเลยไม่ไป เร็วใช้มือคนหนึ่งแล้วมึงอยู่ที่ไอปอนนะเข้ามาด้วยเร็วไปปอน
They didn't ask. They told him.
I mean, he's like,
playing.
nah, and they said you gonna play anyway.
Yeah, you playing.
ไปปอนเอาดิมาดิครับอันนี้เอ้ยปอนแดดแล้วก็ทีมกูมาไอ้นน
Is he gonna be late to work?
I don't remember.
I feel like something's gonna happen because he played this game.
ไอ้หลี
Maybe not.
ก็คนเขาเรียกลุงกันกูก็เลยเรียกตามเขาไปอ๋อหรือคราวหน้าเราไปถล่มร้านหลีมิงดีวะร้านแม่งออกทีวีด้วยนะไม่ธรรมดาเนี่ยโอ้โหพวกมึงก็ไปดิช่วงโควิดอ่ะแม่งโคตรเงียบเลยพัทยานี่นะแม่งอย่างกับเมืองร้างเลย
แล้วมึงเลือกอันดับที่ไหนบ้างวะเนี่ยไปกรุงเทพปะหรืออยู่นี่
ยังไม่ได้คิดเลยวะกูว่ากูจะไปเรียนฟรีมอลังสิตว่ะคือแม่กูบอกว่าสมัครเอกชนไปเลยก็ได้แล้วก็มันไม่ต้องลุ้นส่วนค่าเทอมกูก็กู้เอา
โหแม่งรวยจะกู้ดึงเหี้ยอะไรสัตว์กอล์ฟให้คนในคอไม่มีอ่ะกู้นู่น
ก็ไม่ต้องลำบากแม่กูไง
กูเห็นพวกรุ่นพี่แม่งบอกกู้แล้วชิงได้โคตรเหี้ยเลยสัตว์โอ้โหเหี้ยกอล์ฟ
He don't have no. He don't got the money they got.
And he doesn't have the mom, right?
Mm-mm.
I think. Yeah.
ขออีกนิดมึงให้มาขอไลน์มึงแบบให้ป่ะโอเคเปิดรูปไปดูกันนึง
His girlfriend's friend?
ดูก่อน
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't look real. She looks AI.
ไหนดูหน้าดินี่กูไม่ธรรมดานี่ว่าเปิดจีขอจีดิเขาขอมันไม่เอาอ่ะกูว่าเอาเองไงไอเชอรี่การบ้านภาษาอังกฤษกลุ่มมึงอ่ะฝากกระจายต่อด้วยนะ
ขอบใจมาก
กูไปแล้วเจอกัน
What was he looking at
Yeah.
on that phone?
Does he not have the grades either?
Right. That part.
That was his English class.
So he probably shouldn't have played that game. He probably should have been studying like he was trying to do.
Oh, the chicken look crazy.
ยืมมอไซค์ดิ ไอ้เล้งมันไม่อยู่อ่ะไปตลาดหลี่หมิงเมื่อตอนกลางวันลุงไปคุยกับลูกเจ๊เขียวที่ตลาดมาเขาบอกว่ามีติวฟรีที่โรงเรียนท่าพลูด้วยนะลุงก็เลยให้เขาไปเอาใบสมัครมาให้อ่ะอย่าลืมไปเอาด้วยนะหลี่หมิงนี่ฟังลุงอยู่ปะเนี่ยฟังถ้าฟังแล้วก็ช่วยรับคำหน่อยลุงจะได้รู้ว่ารู้เรื่องลุงเลิกบ่นสักทีได้ป่ะลุงถามผมสักคำยังอ่ะเพราะผมอยาก
I don't condone violence against children.
Yeah, but he kept. He would catch.
Look at him switch up in the mouth.
Hey, one of those.
We done with that.
It was so interesting watching this because they don't like people didn't like how Jim talked to Li Ming and not the other way around. I know. And that is when I'm gonna say that's when we were like, oh, Asian and Black people, everybody else.
I was getting ready to say we don't play that.
So I will say though, there's, I think that I get the
Yeah, it'll come.
like
Yeah.
because it'll come, but my point is like he's old enough, you should know how to talk to him to get him to do what you want. He's not
Yeah,
making
he's
an
an
effort.
uncle. He's not a dad.
Yeah, he's not making an effort to figure that out, and that's the part I think probably.
I know, because it's not clear here how long he's been with him, right?
Then yeah.
He's again, yeah, he's just kind of.
Just letting the mop fall like that bothers me. I don't know what the first thing was that he said to him.
He said, "You don't have to mop. We have a maid."
He's like, the housemaid will do that, and he said, if I don't do it, you're gonna tell your mom I didn't do it. And he's like, sorry. I don't remember. I don't know what he said then. Oh, he said about what? I didn't know.
Oh. What is that movie?
I know. I'm like,
You
what
gonna
are they
sit and watch
watching?
a movie with him?
She told him to keep him company.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why that can't just be his job. Other than redoing housework that somebody's already done. What's the point of that?
I need to know what black people movie they watching back there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord.
So Gaipa is helping with the bills. Is basically what that said.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, did he drink a beer?
Wait, well, I'm sorry. I want to know.
Yeah, this one is overdue. What is he saying?
This one is overdue. You must pay at the counter yourself. Don't be late or you'll miss the deadline.
Gaipa is really helping out. Why is he helping out so
Why?
much?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he's making the comparison of when and the drink the beer versus Gaipa's like helping out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, kitty cat.
Cat.
Oh.
On the lake. Aw, you're cute.
I want one.
You're so cute.
I want one.
Jimbo.
They definitely, this is a
What did I watch the other day when the cat was a paid actor? The cat was watching. Oh, The X Morning. That cat was all up in their business.
That is product placement though, right? They love a good cat product.
Yeah.
Cat food product placement.
Yeah, that's their as a pair. They're they've had that brand deal for a while because they got 13
cats.
Why do they look like they're in trouble or something?
Because maybe they are.
Long.
Is she preggers?
แผ่วท้องอ่ะ
I was like, very astute.
ยังไงก็ต้องกลับไปจัดงานแต่งที่บ้านหนูพ่อแม่หนูไม่ยอมให้อยู่กันแบบนี้หรอก
ใจเย็นก่อนแพลวเล้งก็ไม่ได้หนีไปไหนปะแต่แพลวก็รู้ใช่ป่ะว่าพ่อแม่เล้งตายหมดแล้วอ่ะเล้งจะหาเงินจากไหนแพลวต้องให้เวลาเล้งเก็บเงินหน่อยปะ
แต่ท้องมันไม่รอไงเล้ง
แพลวใจเย็นๆค่อยๆช่วยกันคิดไอเลี้ยงมันก็ไม่หนีไปไหนหรอก
ลุงหรือว่าผมไปกู้คุณจินตนามาก่อนดีอะ
แล้วมึงจะจ่ายดอกเขาไหวหรือวะ110เลยนะเว้ย
So when this was out, they were talking about that, like, it's why we see it in a lot of the shows. There's a lot of
Money
Loan
lenders,
people?
yeah,
sharky people.
yeah, and it
So
got
they're
worse.
the
บอกไม่มีเงินเก็บ
they're probably the equivalent of like payday loan places.
Yeah.
ตัวละ4 บาทเองแพ
Ours
ล
And
ว
it got
Regulated.
worse after
ก็อยากหายเครียดอะ
COVID,
แล้วคนอื่นเขาไม่เครียดกัน
preyed
หรอ
on
4 บาทใช้ไม่ได้เลยใช่ปะ
เฮ้ยอย่าเพิ่งทะเลาะกัน คิดไปตอนนี้ก็ยังคิดไม่ออกหรอกแล้วนี่มีใครรู้เรื่องบ้างแพลวพ่อแม่รู้ยัง
มาทำอะไรอะลุง
ซื้อของอะแล้วเสร็จแล้วเดี๋ยวก็จะกลับละ
ลุง
กินข้าวด้วยกันปะ
He don't quit.
There you go. Hey, can't stop, won't stop. I'm here for it.
I need to know more of his story though.
When?
What's going on with that dude? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
ขนมแมว
See?
โทโร่
Yeah.
อร่อยจริง
Ah.
กินได้
You know, I can't. I can only do one cat food brand in Thailand.
Oh. Your
You know what
man's.
that is. That's right.
Got it.
Kaniva. Is
Bible?
it? Yeah, it's
Sure.
Kaniva. Yeah, Jess and Bible.
Mhm.
I didn't even have to ask. I knew exactly who.
They're together on that one.
That's
yeah.
what he's supposed to be paying at the counter.
Ugh.
What?
His car insurance.
Yeah, and he doesn't. Right?
Yeah, he just walked
He
away.
walks out.
ครับ
And he does that instead.
What is that?
They'll show you. They'll tell you.
Oh, the plan
you'll
B or
see.
something?
It'll tell you.
Oh, he's in a
Okay.
jewelry store.
Oh my god.
ได้อยู่
Oh, an engagement ring for old boy.
Mm.
What? Crazy.
Not for when.
No, for not
Oh, guy.
for Ling to give to
Oh, I
Yes.
the girl.
You're correct.
I
Can you
got
let her
you.
watch?
ซื้อของ
But I figured it out.
It's pretty transparent what happened there.
กูนะลุงกินข้าวด้วยกันปะ
His posture's amazing.
Yeah, he's sitting up very
แล้ว
well.
ขายดีทุกวันเลยเหรอเนี่ย
ก็ปกติอะลุง ตั้งแต่เวลาเที่ยงถึงบ่าย 2 บ่าย 3อะก็ขายดีอย่างนี้แหละ พนักงานออฟฟิศที่นี่มากินที่นี่กันหมดอะ
ผมนึกว่าคุณทำงานที่ห้างเราจะกินข้าวที่ห้างทุกวันสิ
โอ้โห กินที่ห้าง ใครจะตายมื้อละต้อง100-200 กินทุกมื้ออะไม่มีตังค์เก็บพอดีอะ
แต่ถ้าทางคุณนี่ก็เงินเดือนเยอะ
ไม่หรอกลุง ถ้าเกิดผมเงินเดือนเยอะจริงอะนะ ผมไม่ไปทำงานพิเศษร้านลุงหรอก
Lies. That's lies. Trying to make that man feel okay about your situation.
Mhm.
ปล่อยปะลุง
มะม่วงถุงนึงค่ะมะม่วง
ลุงหน่อไม้ปะ
เอาสิ
20 บาทครับ โอ้โหแบงค์500 เลยเหรอ เดี๋ยวผมไปแลกก่อน
ไปเอาไปก่อนพี่เดี๋ยวพรุ่งนี้แค่วันอังคาร
อ๋อครับ ขอบคุณครับ
พี่สวัสดี
อ้าวสวัสดี
เอาเหมือนเดิมครับผม
ครับ4ห่อเหมือนเดิมเนาะ
เขาต้องเรียกกันขนาดนั้นเลยเหรอ
นั่นเหรอใช่ลุงรู้ป่ะว่าเขาเนี่ยเข้างานสายหาเงินเป็นนาทีเลยนะต้องรีบป่ะ
ถ้าผมหักเงินแบบเนี้ยไอ้เล้งอ่ะไม่เหลือเงินแน่
ครับปกติลุงกินข้าวเที่ยงที่ไหนอ่ะ
ก็ซื้อบ้างทำบ้างอ่ะแต่ปกติผมไม่ค่อยตื่นขึ้นมากินหรอกไอ้เล้งมาซื้ออะไรมา ผมก็กินที่ร้านเอา
ได้แล้วเหวิน
ขอบคุณครับพี่
ครับ
นี่ฮะ
ครับขอบคุณครับ
เจอกันพี่
ครับพรุ่งนี้มาอุดหนุนใหม่นะ
นี่ปะ
แต่เขาได้กำไรเยอะนะนี่ถ้าไปตลาดผมเนี่ย100เนี่ยได้ครบเลย
แต่ว่ามันไม่มีคนปอกให้ ไม่มีใครให้มันจิ้ม แล้วก็ไม่มีใครให้พี่เกลือนะลุงลุงเดี๋ยวผมต้องกลับไปทำงานแล้วอะไว้เจอกันนะครับ
เย็นนี้คุณมาไหม
ไปอยู่แล้วครับ งานผมมาชิวจะตายแค่ชี้
You guys are dressed the same, aren't we?
ผมมีเวลาเหลือเฟือให้ทุกคน
I have all their colors on.
งานคุณก็ดูน่าสนุกดีนะ
ไม่ชิวเท่าขายข้าวมันไก่หรอก
Oh, really? Laying it on thick.
ลุง
I know
ไปแล้วนะ
ตอนแล้วคุณไม่กินเลยเหรอ
ก็กินชิ้นหนึ่งก็ได้
A
I
lot.
want those I
It
know I
really
want
is a lot.
those because they put that chili dip on it I want that
Mhm.
I haven't done the tahini on fruit yet
Girl, you missing out,
Yeah, it's
especially on mango.
What do I have
Mm.
mango in the fridge? I think I do.
That's
I
the
would
thing
have
I
some
don't have
mango
no,
and
I don't have any
avocado with
mango.
the tahini on it.
I haven't
Oh,
done
no,
it on
that's good.
avocado.
So
You know what's
good.
good on? That's the sprinkle, right? I put it
Yeah.
on broccoli.
ไปไหม
Yeah.
นี่ไปเถอะไอ้ก๊อฟบอกว่า
I put it on
Yeah, we don't
chicken
do that.
delicious and I put it on popcorn
เหลือให้กูด้วยนะ
มานะ
No,
delicious
thank you.
oh and on carrot stick on
No,
baby
I
carrot
I tried it on carrot sticks.
พี่หวน
I bet that's good.
Yeah.
Because the carrot's
Yeah.
a little sweet.
Mm.
yeah baby carrots delicious combination
อย่าไปเวิร์กหรอ
อยากไปอเมริกาพี่หรือว่าประเท
That's
ศอะไร
what
ก็
he
ได้ที่
wants.
มันใช้เงินน้อยๆอ่ะ
แล้วทำไมไม่เดินเข้าไปคุยอ่ะ
คุยไม่รู้เรื่องอะดิ
And he's doing poorly in English. And he wants to go overseas.
อเมริกากับออสเตรเลียเหรอ
อืม
ถ้าพี่เลือกได้พี่จะไปไหนอ่ะ
จริงแล้วมันก็แล้วแต่เราอ่ะ แล้วก็แล้วแต่เงินในกระเป๋าอ่ะ แต่ถ้าเกิดเป็นพี่นะพี่จะเลือกอเมริกาเว้ยเพราะมันดูน่าสนใจกว่า
Not anymore.
Oh,
Sorry.
you need I was like you need to go to Australia
Don't
Oh,
do it. Don't do it.
This was the before times.
อ๋อถามพี่ได้ไหม
This is COVID. That wasn't great either.
Yeah, but you didn't.
เอาไลน์ไปดิ
It wasn't this.
Mm.
yeah
แล้วถามลุงยังอ่ะ
Oh, his face
Aw.
is killing me.
says it all that little sadness face I love how Wynn's already advocating for him though
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And at least giving him someone he can talk to.
mm-hmm.
Look at him looking.
He's like, "Where's my friend?"
เฮ้ย เฮ้ย เฮ้ย
so they won't act like I was looking for you
He picked up his phone.
Mhm.
อ๋อ จะล้างเองเหรอ ใจมากเออ วันนี้กูไม่มีอะไรทำ
He's like, this is great. Come here, watch TV.
กูอยากดูหนังไทยแต่ไม่มีซับ
So they did work with a lot of deaf communities as well. So they are like
เล่าตอนสำคัญให้กูฟัง
advocating for some things through this too.
ใช้กูเป็นเบใช้กูเป็นเบเลยนะมึงอ่ะ
They did the same thing with Last Twilight. They work with the
Oh yeah, because they did such a
Blind?
good job with that. Yeah. Did you watch that, Kelly?
No, but Yoshi was talking about it in one of our reaction videos.
I mean, I'm not a Jimmy C fan in the way I am a fan of others, but they did a really good job with that.
I need to write it down because Yoshi was really talking about it.
Yeah, it's a really good one. See, I feel like I track with others. I really like the big hitters. It's just, it's just the little ones that people feel strongly about where I'm like, I don't know.
Aww.
I missed a lot.
Yeah, I know you over here writing.
Can you give me a summation?
He thanked him for being his ears and helping him know what was happening in the show. And then he said, now he's like, next time we should watch at the cinema.
So you want to go? Okay, there's this one.
Oh, that sucks.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So what happens when they're not around anymore? How does he make his way in the world?
Exactly.
He's just a captive in that house.
That's horrible.
No wonder he's sneaking
being
booze.
Protective parent, but
yeah, now he's
not
like
that.
Okay, now I see what I'm dealing with.
Well, I think it's not even about being protective. That's like you're supposed to be an advocate for your child.
Yes.
Just help them live their life. Like, what's wrong? They're an inconvenience. That's what it is.
Some parents, when they're being protective, think they're advocating. They don't get it.
Crazy.
That's not to say that they're right. They just don't get it. That's like the kids that I have that are obviously autistic or something somewhere like that, and their parents aren't willing to accept it.
Yeah.
They think they're doing what's right for their kid.
That mom with little Matthew, she took him out of school eventually.
Yeah, I've had parents.
We would not stop.
You keep.
กูซื้อไว้ให้มึงอ่ะเอาไว้ขอแพลว
Yeah, it's a dowry, not an engagement ring. See, I was wrong. I didn't ruin anything.
Now you ain't got no insurance on your car, but you know.
ลุงขอบคุณไอ้เล้งให้รางวัลลุงไงรางวัลหายกูไม่เอาก็ลุงใจไอ้เล้งอุ้ยเฉยนั่งที่
I think they also do a good job in this show with like the idea of found family too.
แล้วลุงอ่ะ
His hair makes him look young, but it's also a little too stacked. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
On them. He worked hard on them
I don't
curls.
know why, but I'm loving it. It frames his face so cute.
He's like, what you gonna do about that one?
มึงรู้ได้ไงว่าลุงเหรอ
Yeah.
คนเราเกิดมาก็ต้อง
Take care of that loneliness.
ผมอยู่กับลุงไปตลอดไม่ได้นะผมมีเมียแล้วด้วยนี่ไง
มึงอ่ะเป็นห่วงเรื่องตัวเองเหรอไม่ต้องเป็นห่วงกู
ไม่ต้องหายแพ้กันนะขอบคุณนะลุงเอา
Somebody need to eat all that fruit he bought you.
ปล่อยมาลุง
But he said,
why you up on me?
Yeah.
ฮัลโหลว่าไงมึงมึงว่าอะไรนะ
ตอนจอดรถแล้ว
อุ้ย
ไม่มือเดี๋ยวแค่นี้
Whatever.
ถ้าเกิดจะคิด
That was fake.
มาให้ผม3,000เลย ผมจะรีบไป
They said,
That was so fake.
So fake.
And he doesn't have insurance, and he hit them people.
Did he
What
hit them
wolf do
people?
that? You acting like you were surprised. No, I don't think he did. I think that was fake.
มึงใกล้ถึงแล้วเนี่ยตอนจอดรถแล้ว
wait, don't this way. She said,
Before they even hit him. Well, I guess you do scream before you get hit.
yeah, you do.
เป็นไรหรือเปล่าโอ้เป็นไรบ้างเนี่ย เจ็บไหม
My
Girl,
leg
your
might
leg
be
ain't
broken.
broken.
Girl, go
Man,
on now.
ทำไมไม่ดูคนก่อน เปิดไฟขนาดเนี้ย มองไม่เห็นผมแล้วครับ
เฮ้ยพี่ใจเย็นเอางี้คุณมีประกันปะ
แป๊บนึงนะ
พี่เป็นไรเปล่า
It's like 1 second. I gotta get out of here. That's what I'd be like. This.
Like,
I mean,
it's fire.
ถ้าเกิดจะคิดค่าเสียหายพี่คิดเท่าไหร่อ่ะ
เอามาให้ผม3,000เลย ผมจะรีบไป
Don't do it. Don't pay them nothing.
ลุงประกันเขาว่าไงบ้างอ่ะคือพี่เขารีบอ่ะเขาบอกให้เราจ่ายให้เขาก่อน แล้วก็ให้เราไปเคลียร์กับประกันเอาอ่ะ
แล้วเขาอยากได้เท่าไหร่
3,000
3,000 ตอนนี้ประกันผมขาดพอดีอ่ะ เดี๋ยวผมจ่ายให้ก่อนเลย คุณไปบอกเขาว่ารอแป๊บนึง
You ain't got
Does
that.
he have that much?
I'm like, where'd you get this money from, sir?
He ain't got that. He just spent that.
Well, they left.
He
Why do you
paid
think they left? He paid him. Or
จ่ายเขาไปก่อนนะคุณ
เดี๋ยวผมโอนให้นะ
ไม่เป็นไรหรอกลุงเอาจริงถ้าเกิดไม่ต้องมาส่งผมเนี่ยก็ไม่เกิดเหตุการณ์แบบนี้หรอก
ไม่ได้หรอกคุณ
เอาเถอะนะลุงเอางี้ไว้ค่อยคุยกันผมขอไปทำงานก่อนผมครับฮัลโหล
What were they rushing there for? I don't remember.
ใกล้ถึงแล้ว
He said he has to go to work.
Oh.
something happened at work. But I don't know what job you working where it's an emergency like that.
He's like, this don't make no sense.
This ain't right. They're a lie. Ain't no truth in them. That's right. You're right,
ข้าวของ
Uncle
นี้ไม่
Cam.
พอดิทำไมไม่พออ่ะแจ๊คแค่นี้
No,
ไม่
they were there
พอ
counting the money.
Ah,
ไม่ผิดเหรอ
Oh no, he's looking at a map,
อ่ะ
right?
mhm.
ใช้ผ้าดำได้ปะ
ว่าไม่โอเคว่ะว่าดำอ่ะมันดูแปลกๆอ่ะ
ไม่ได้จริงเลยว่ะมันนวดแปะข้างในบอกว่าได้ปะ
ก็ได้อยู่นะกระดาษดำอ่ะ
แต่กูว่าถ้าเกิดมันทำตอนที่มันมืดอะได้เพราะเราต้องทำ
Well, let's be clear.
What does he do?
They are like doing decoration for a display.
Yeah, they do displays.
Yeah, there's no display emergency. That's
No.
Well,
Oh,
it has
okay.
to be up by the next day. And they were putting it up that night and something went wrong. Like,
เป็นมาเองเลย
What went wrong?
yeah,
know.
that part. That part. I'm with you. I'm like this. Are y'all just incompetent? And you need
maybe. I mean,
ผมขอไลน์ไว้หน่อยได้ไหมครับ
ไล่ผมเหรอ
ใช่เผื่อได้แบบทำงานกันต่ออย่างนี้
ดีเลยครับผม
and ooh.
He's like, I brought you a beer. Never mind.
You said you ain't want to be with him, remember?
Never mind.
Although he did get a job to be around you, so maybe you don't jump to conclusion.
That part.
But also, you said you didn't want to do Halloween.
He's like, hey, my almost boyfriend was here.
Oh, I'm having issues.
I'm not here for that smoking.
เบียร์ที่เนี่ยอร่อยที่ร้านปะลุง
I
He's like, oh, don't mind if I do.
เบียร์ที่ไหนก็
Hey.
เหมือนกันนั่นแหละ จะไปอร่อยขึ้นได้ยังไง ลุงแม่งโคตรไม่โรแมนติกเลยอะรู้ตัวปะ
People fast forwarded through them, and it makes me angry.
หลาน
What?
จ้าง
Yeah, there are
นี่
people who
บ้าน
fast
นี่
forward
นี่
through
แผ
them.
ลสารพัด
Through this or them in general?
This, yeah, them in general, their whole
เบี
storyline.
ยร์ปะลุง
What the hell?
เบียร์หวานไปเลยอะ
Isn't that the point of the Moonlight Chicken?
ทุกวันเลย
They only wanted to see Li Ming, and they just decided they only wanted to watch
ผมกิน
Gemini
เบียร์เพราะ
porn.
ว่าผมอยากเมา เมาแล้วก็ไม่ต้องฝัน หลับไปแล้วก็ตื่น ลุงมีความฝันปะ
I have no response to that statement.
Yeah.
ความฝันของผม
I get it, I guess. When I stopped watching it, it's his
Mm.
internalized homophobia that made me stop because it was stressing me out. But at the same time, too, and I wanted to go back because of their characters. But is this the show?
Yeah.
This is the show.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. And coming from I know how to fast forward through the couple I don't want to see. That's crazy. Because I do it on a regular basis.
I seldom do it. I want to see the whole show.
Me too. I do too.
Here's my thing though. I watch the whole of a thing first.
ไปแล้วหายเหนื่อย
Then when you do the comfort watch is when you do that.
Oh, yeah. I feel you on that.
ไม่ใช่
Yeah.
แค่ที่ทำให้นอนไปวันๆนะ
Mm. He said
แล้วทุกวันนี้ไม่มีอะ
Mm-mm.
ไม่มีอะ
the way he said, I don't.
home. He said, I
Yeah,
want
I
me a
don't.
home.
He said, "You a good man. I'm looking for
Mm.
you, a good man, to make me a home."
Man, that's right. I want a home. Not a place to lay down. Oh man.
Yeah.
ไม่ดีหรอก
Gonna make Uncle Jim gonna make us work. We gotta work for it.
จะรู้ได้ไง
He's
ว่า
a
ดี
frustrating character, but I mean, he's supposed to be, so that's why I never got
Yeah.
upset about it. He's supposed to have grown up
That
and
boy, like, why you buy me a beer if you won't go give me a smooch?
grew up in a very different time.
โอเคลุง เข้าใจละ คนมันยังไม่ใช่อ่ะเนาะ ขอโทษนะครับที่ทำให้อึดอัดอ่ะเฮ้ยผมโอเค เดี๋ยวคุณก็จะโอเค ลุง ยืมไหล่หน่อยดิ ฐานะอะไร คนรู้จักอ่ะ
Oh boy.
Mm. คุณอย่ามาเสียเวลากับผมเลย
That part.
คนอย่างผมไม่เหมาะจะเป็นบ้านของใครหรอก
That makes me sad. See,
Yeah.
this is why I stopped watching it. Because that internalized homophobia, I was like, hey man, you're harshing my mellow. Like, why? Why would you say that about yourself? You
It's so real.
Yeah.
It's real, but it's like, the flip side of that character. He put himself in jeopardy with that car insurance to go do something selfless for somebody else. He's caring for his nephew in the only way he knows how. Like, he's doing all these things. Even the nature of his business model is to give more than he receives.
Mm-hmm.
So that's crazy.
Well, plenty of people like
That
that.
is real.
I'm not saying it's not real. It just makes me sad, and
You
I'm
missed
harkening
that
back
part.
to the.
You
What?
should see
ค
what
วามรัก
he's.
ชายแบบมึง
Hold on. You gotta start to learn more about why he's the way he is.
ผมเคยเห็นในพี่สาวนะ ความรักชายแบบมึงอ่ะ
ไม่มีจริงหรอกแล้วผมบอกว่าไงรู้ไหมเดี๋ยวจะทำให้ดู
มึงนี่ไม่เบาเหมือนกันนะ
Hell yeah
แล้วมึงอ่ะอยากเข้าคณะอะไรอยากเข้าที่ไหน
มึงยังต้องให้ลุงมาตัดสินใจเรื่องเรียนอีกเหรอวะ
แล้วเราอยากเป็นอะไรอ่ะ ผมยังไม่รู้เลยอ่ะพี่ วันนี้ไปลอยกระทงกันไหม
So he definitely didn't grow up in a place where he was supported in any way.
Yeah. And I wasn't denying his feelings. I was just saying that was what harshed my mellow and made me stop watching it.
I understand you not
Yeah,
wanting
yeah,
to
it
watch
was
that movie.
it was too, yeah, it was too
Yeah, I
heavy
feel
for
you.
you.
Yeah, it was heavy, man. I was like, this is not. And I have to say, Kelly, I think my trajectory of this show literally was The Sign. And then I think I hopped into Moonlight Chicken. And I was like,
So you needed something light.
Yeah, you gotta even it out.
Yeah, and that's when I think Kim Porsche was calling me, hey, something crazy over here. Don't you want to see the crazy? And I was like, I don't know. I don't wanna. And it's like, yeah, you do. Come on. Come on, watch us be crazy. And I was like, maybe. Because it's soap opera and that's what I liked.
Yeah.
Well, that was good.
Yay.
I don't know if I put the word fun on it.
I
but that
kept
was
saying
good.
it's real. I feel like I kept talking about how real it was because I'd been with that person. Been with all these people. But I'd definitely been with that person who
I think
was not willing to be okay. What'd you say?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I thought you said a name.
No. I did not.
Yeah, don't. But yeah.
Did not say a name.
That's no fun. I'm
Just
sitting there
gone from a
feeling
lot
so
of-
bad for Wynn because
Yeah.
I understand wanting to be with that person and them not being okay with who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
not being able to be that person for you.
Wynn
A lot
is
of
good.
drawn from a lot of life experience there, aren't we?
Yeah. I think what we tend to this happens every time. Like there'll be like this group thing going on, and it'll be like me, Shannon, Heather. Like our little group will be like, "Hey, what about this?" So we went hard for this because, and people still to this day hate Jim, which I just find so frustrating because they miss
yeah, go ahead, Kelly.
all the context around. They are unwilling to give him grace for who he is, where his station in life, all of these things. And there's this generational blinder that is on. I'm going to say
because I won't just say I was going to say I'm not going to say generational because the reason why it was so easy for me was because of who raised us made me feel comfortable in who I was as opposed to who raised her, and the environment that she came from was very different, where she wasn't able to be comfortable in her own skin. She had to pretend to be something else. So I don't know that it's generational. It just could be situational as well. Like where you're from, your background or whatever. Yeah.
And I think,
can't see hate, but I also was going to say, how do you hate Jim, or how do you not like him after all the things Nikki just listed that were so beautiful about him?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You would think, right? But it's people seem to be angry with people who can't accept themselves. It was that's what I felt like. I don't think they would have put it that way, but in their mind, it's Thailand. Thailand's so open. You know what I mean? It's 2020.
They're making a lot of assumptions. Yeah, they're making
out like you should have educated yourself by now. Like this weird spin they put on it. That man runs a chicken shop. He didn't even understand when they went to lunch what prices people were charging because he doesn't leave his chicken shop. I don't think they understand also like and I won't say he's in poverty necessarily, but in his station life, like he has enough time to like cook and take care of his family, and that's it. I don't think he's watching a ton of TV. Like he's not checked into the world.
Well,
he's not traveling and stuff.
I would take the people around him as a foil for that too, right? Lang, like, I'm going to be rich. I want to win the lottery. Like that's
where they're at.
He thinks that's the only way to get rich. He doesn't have any other options there. So it's like, think about the people that are surrounding him that he is helping in this situation, and you get a better idea of like who he is. Because even in the rejection of when he is being selfless, because he's like, you don't want me.
Yeah.
I want you.
I'm broken. You need to go find somebody better than me.
Because he doesn't
I don't know how
anything left for him.
I don't know how you dislike that character, because that wasn't it. It was, you dislike the self-loathing, that part. But I
also
because he gets beyond that, right? That's the thing. We're gonna get to there.
But what Kelly mentioned too, people not being able to accept themselves, and that's a reason to dislike them or be angry with them, is so crazy, because the world puts that on them. It's not on them. That it's not just because I just don't like myself. There's outside forces that cause that. So why are you angry with them for having those feelings?
A lot of they like this kind of bleeds into like the reality, like the BL actors. A lot of them are angry at the actors who are gay and are not out. They're mad about, and I'm like,
I thought we were in a place now. I thought we were in a place now that we accept that people come out or are open about who they are when they are ready, when they are personally ready. That's how we're supposed to look at it. If they're not doing harmful things to other gay people or other queer people, then we have to accept that they come out when they are ready for that.
You would think.
You can't force somebody to think like you think.
I have had people come to my
craziness.
Like, you're because I say stuff like that, and they're like, no, you're feeding into the problem, and it should only be queer people in BL, and they should all be out.
So because you're famous, you have to come out when somebody tells you to come out.
Yeah.
And I feel like, again, those are not people maybe who have docked in with a lot of queer spaces or with queer media. They are living maybe their queerness online. Like, that's weird to me.
It's a lot.
It's the same idea, like the cognitive dissonance of coming from, you can extrapolate that down to race, right? The cognitive dissonance that I had attending Norfolk State University, where we came from, Kelly, and I know you got some of this. Like, literally, there was the conversation when, jazz band went somewhere else to perform that was not in Virginia, and there was a predominance of white people, in this space, and they were like, oh my God, there's so many white people here. And I thought to myself, oh, you came from a Black family who's a legacy NSU family, right? Who lives in a predominantly Black space at home, right? And then you went straight into college, and I had to say, oh, baby, they're everywhere.
It's white people
are everywhere. Yeah, they're everywhere. And it's that's why I say it's that cognitive dissonance of like, you're experientially, you bring that to these watches, and when your world is small enough, you put those things on what you're watching, on the industry, on the actors, on what is supposed to happen versus what is happening. You put all of that, and that's a weird space to be, because I think especially as Black women, I consciously walk into spaces not doing that. Because I can't, right? I can't put my experience on things that I enjoy or have to do at work and things like that, because our experiences are singular and unique from everybody else. So to engage in general, things with the general public, you got to put that aside and be like, okay, let me go into this with like a clear kind of totally didn't mean to go there. Anyway,
I mean, it's relevant.
And there are key moments where that set people off. So I'm curious. Well, we can circle back to this conversation when they happen. There are key moments that people still. It's funny. There's one moment, we'll get there. It won't be till the very end. That really is the tipping point that angered everyone. And when I talk about like race and specifically foreign or people non-Westerners in what is it, Brazil, I think, or I don't know what country it is. To them, it is so indicative of their experience that it has become a popular phrase. So where all these other people hate him for it, that at Pride they have it on T-shirts and flags because it is so encompassing their experience that they're like, yeah, no, this is the most relatable thing anyone has said. Where all these other people are like, this is why we hate Jim. We'll get there. It's near the end, but it to me that was like juxtaposing like everybody's different experiences with everything. And people seem to have a hard time seeing outside of themselves, which is crazy.
I think that's product of
there's so many
and being online chronically and COVID.
Yeah. It's
COVID.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
You could architect your world however you wanted on the online space and not have to go outside and make interactions with other human beings. Not required. And so that leaves your world very
narrow.
Much yours. Yeah.
And projecting that on every if it makes sense to me, if I feel this way, then why aren't you doing it? And it's like, well, everybody's different. Everybody's got a different background. Everybody coming up in the world a different way. I know.
Go ahead.
It was interesting. I have a lot of African followers. And they were like, when I was going off while this was airing, they were like, these people would not make it in an African family because Jim is what they know as a parental unit. You know what I mean? Like, you just shut up. You do what you're told.
Downward pressure. Yep. Yeah.
Like they were like, why is everybody tripping on Jim? That's my auntie. That's my mama. Yeah. And I had Filipino people and African people in my comment section going, what? You get it? I'm like, yeah, I do.
Didn't experience it, but totally get it. That part is the part.
Yeah,
to an extent.
Well,
to an extent.
We wouldn't.
I mean, our parents are very, very open and want to have dialogue and all that, but you're not going to say stuff like he said. You're not going to tell mom she was annoying when she's telling you to do something.
No, we wouldn't have dared.
That was.
They did a good.
There was like one time I talked back and I realized that was a bad move. And nothing physically happened, but I had the fear of it happening.
I think the experience part for me is saying they did things we want. They asked us to do just regular things, but we got to say in what we wanted to do. They worked really hard to give us what we wanted in those spaces. That's what I need. Jim's he's not asking me what you want. He's just saying, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, and whatever. And Leeming's like has tried. You can tell he's tried a little bit. I think he has. I think I feel like where that chip on the shoulder comes from is that he tried to maybe express himself previously and has been cut off at the knees. You see it in the officer's house when he's like, I didn't do it. Why do you keep acting like I did it? You're not listening to me. And I think that's what it say. We had respect for our parents because our parents were respectful of what we want.
That's good.
It was a two-way street, not a do what I say.
But I also think they had the financial comfort to give us freedom.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. Yeah. He's probably pushing this child to do these certain things because he just wants him to make it.
Yeah.
He wants him to
see any other way. Probably
he needs him to have a better life than he did.
And I don't know about financial comfort, but they definitely had the vision that they didn't, like mommy especially.
We were doing all right. What do you mean?
We were,
Nikki.
No.
Compared to him, we were doing very well.
I talk about where we lived, where we were going to school. We had opportunities that a lot of people don't have. Let's not get that twisted. I know people who lived in poverty and were struggling. We were not those people. They were terrible with money. Okay, that's what I
was gonna get at with the fact that y'all have the same financially irresponsible.
Yeah, I mean they're financially irresponsible, but still,
but still, we had opportunities. Even if that was the case, we still had opportunities that other people would not have had.
Yes, no, 100%, we did, and that's because that was their drive. But even
if they were responsible, at the end of the day, everything was good.
Yeah, we didn't even feel it for the most
that.
part.
We didn't feel that.
We didn't feel it.
That's right. We didn't feel it. And I will say, if anything, Vivian was prescriptive in creative spaces, which is very, slightly different than where other parents would be prescriptive.
Yeah,
where an African parent would be like, I'm gonna need you to be an engineer. Vivian was like, I'm gonna need you to learn one of these instruments.
Get up on that stage and
say.
like,
why do you want to
do a little dance?
Do it? Yeah,
dancer.
Yeah,
I can recite that poetry right now.
Yeah, write more poetry. Let's go.
Right.
I thought my family would be the Jackson 5.
That's right. My friends are here.
Well, now Nikki doing that to her children. But they want it. We wanted it too.
No, your children want it. That is very clear. They're a little intense about it. Your kids are in all my face. I'm not doing that, y'all.
You said about 50 times they're gonna take care of you with that.
You did.
They can do that. They can be an engineer. They can be a poet. They can They can work in theater. But either way,
you did want one of them to play basketball.
Yes, I wanted to be a point guard. Did I get my point guard? No. I want to be a tiny point guard. I didn't get my point guard, so I'll get what I get. But I know Eden better get out there and they better write them poems. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. I think we're good for today, guys. We'll see everybody in the next one. Bye.
I need a place to stay. That's all I'm saying.